Test, 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 test. Our mics are live right now, so I'm gonna call Mel. But just know that, so don't say anything silly.
Tell him the trivia question answer is on its way. Who is he? No.
What the heck? That's not what I want.
I got a feeling.
Alright, that's...
Oh wait, that's a gas ring.
Why can't I hear this?
KIW.
Mel.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. It's Jay and Kevin will be... Kevin's texting you the answer of the trivia question. We're live on the live stream right now.
Yep.
My name's Sam, by the way.
What else do I got for you?
Do you want me? We'll just go with the same protocol as last time. You want me to hook you up so we get the scouting report going, or?
Yeah, just go ahead and feed us through. And Kevin, you want to jump on? Make sure you can hear Mel and.
Mel, talk to me.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
All right.
You
Okay.
just texted him that, right?
Yeah, I'm texting you the trivia question or answer right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. All right. Hold on. I'll transfer you over.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Which one's going to be the one cussing?
Guys.
All right.
All right.
Okay. We are good to go. You guys have a great game.
You too, buddy.
Thank you.
Effort against the Rebels, just like last year,
Kevin, test your mic one
smack in
time.
the mouth game
Test
one
my
for us
mic
to
one
really,
time.
get
Test,
going,
test.
Testing one,
So
two,
I
one,
feel
two.
like, this year it's the same thing, but just game two, bigger game on a bigger stage. But I'm excited to see how our team bounce back. I think we'll be fine.
The Cyclones are 1-1. UNLV is 0-2. It's a 9:30 kickoff in Vegas. The game will be televised by the CBS Sports Network. The UNI Panthers open their home schedule against St. Thomas of Minnesota, and the Drake Bulldogs close out their non-conference portion of their schedule as they visit 11th-ranked North Dakota. Up next, high school football on the Scouting Report.
Who is a Bex player with heart?
Growing up on the farm, you got to get stuff done. I have to get the job done.
I love the team effort in football. It really couldn't be done by just a few people. You need every single person.
Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school and in the ag industry. Nominate a player today. Go to brownfieldagnews.com and search Player with Heart. Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Iowa. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
A 1 versus 2 showdown in Class 4A highlights the Week 4 of the high school football season. It's also a playoff rematch as top-ranked North Scott visits number 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier. These teams met in the 3A semifinals a year ago. North Scott took advantage of 3 Xavier turnovers to claim a 17-10 overtime victory en route to a state championship.
The last 2 times we've lost to North Scott, and both of the playoffs have been a total of 8 turnovers. And, not to take anything away from North Scott, they're a very good football team, but we feel like if we could have eliminated those turnovers, then it might have been a different outcome. And they both real close games, so that's a huge part of the game of football, and we got to be better at that.
That's Xavier coach Dwayne Schulte. North Scott's 3-0. The Lancers' average margin of victory is 26 points.
We're getting better every week, and that's the big key. I thought we made good strides from week 1 to week 2. The biggest thing for us is just to keep getting guys that don't have a lot of experience, come into the season, more game reps, and, get ready for districts.
That's North Scott coach Kevin Tippett. Also in Class 4A, 3rd-ranked Indianolas at home against number 4 Lewis Central. It's 5th-ranked Waverly Shell Rock hosting 3A, 2nd-ranked West Delaware. Rateds collide in 3A as third-ranked Boyden Hull Rock Valley hosts number 9 Algona. Brian Wilson has a preview.
Bulldogs come in at 3-0 for the third time in 4 seasons. And head coach Andy Jacobson knows if his team wants to get to 4-0, they'll have to really slow down a dynamic Boyden Hull Rock Valley offense.
They've got a couple athletes that are pretty scary out in space, but they also want to be physical with you and line up a bunch of guys in the box and run it. So they do some different shifts and motions and try to get you thinking and just get more numbers to their point of attack. So we got to make sure we stay disciplined in our alignments, not let all that shifts and stuff throw our focus away from our keys and just make sure to line up and play football.
Nighthawks head coach Corey Brandt says his team will have to contend with a Bulldog offense that has playmakers at every position.
Where we got to execute extremely well and be very disciplined against a team that is as dynamic as they are. Their RPO game is excellent. I think we just have to play outstanding team defense. You have to do your job. And offensively, we got to find a way to make plays when we get our opportunities.
Not only does the winner stay unbeaten, they pick up a solid non-district win that could come in handy around playoff time. Reporting from Algona, Brian Wilson on the Scouting Report.
Class 5A tonight, top-ranked Southeast Polk is at third-ranked Ankeny. That's a rematch of last year's 4A state championship game won by Ankeny. And it's fifth-ranked Dowling Catholic on the road at number 6 Iowa City High. This season, Bex is recognizing student-athletes that are not just a star in the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Tucker Stilley of Fremont Mills first became involved with farming when his family started its own operation.
When we had first got into agriculture, we had moved out into a little farm property, and we got sheep, and then we had got some chickens, and that's what we really started out on, and then we had built them a little pasture area. And that's how we got started out on agriculture. That's how I first got introduced to it.
Josh Wiley of Vinton-Shellsburg High School says agriculture has taught him how to handle adversity and points to the 2020 derecho, which shut down several pork packing plants.
And our family being pork producers, we were unable to get our hogs to market in a timely fashion when they were supposed to be. And so we had to come up with different ways and different solutions to keep those pigs alive and to keep them on the schedule that we were supposed to be on. And so through that adversity, I think we grew tremendously.
Landon Pratt of Nashua Plainfield has been actively involved in the family farming operation since the age of 10.
Well, when I first started, I just kind of helped around, like hooking wagons up, getting ready to go harvest or do stuff like that. What caught my eye is how, like, family works together, and how the family operation works and how everyone around Iowa does that.
Landon calls it a rewarding lifestyle that often is difficult and may require 18-hour workdays.
Farming's a roller coaster. You got your ups and you got your downs. You got to just go with it. Then when at the end of harvest and you see how far you came, it's like, well, it was all worth it at the end.
Tyler Rossman of St. Edmund says he was exposed to farming at a young age.
I remember since I was just a baby, being in the tractors with my grandpa farming, and I've always just kind of been around it with my grandpa, and it's always been something I'm kind of interested in.
Beck's Players with Heart. The rest of Week 4 is next on the Scouting Report.
Hi, I'm Mike Mefford, physical therapist with Hancock County Health System's Sports Medicine Department. My colleagues and I are redefining the rules of the game with our extensive sports medicine experience and knowledge and utilization of state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. Let me help you change your game by recognizing your athletic potential. Join me at the HCHS Wellness Center in Britt or at the Garner Rehabilitation Clinic. Hancock County Health System. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
The stakes are raised with the start of district play in Class 2A, and it begins with a huge game in District 2. J.J. Johnson reports.
Two top 5 ranked teams square off against each other in district play. The number 1 ranked team in Class 2A, Southeast Valley, the other ranked 5th, and also back-to-back state champions with a 28-game winning streak on the line of the OABCIG Falcons. Falcons coach Larry Allen had this to say.
I think the big thing is we got to take care of the ball, and we have to be disciplined. They're very,
very athletic, very talented group of kids, and we just got to do our job.
And Jaguars head coach Sweeter had this to say.
They've won 28 straight. They've won 2 straight state championships. And the biggest thing is we got to remember that's the past. We're both 3-0 this season. That's all that matters. And, we're both trying to win a district title. Our district is absolutely loaded. Every single game is huge this year. Basically, we got to convince the boys it doesn't mean anything what they've accomplished before this.
It's number 1 versus number 5 to kick off district play. Reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm J.J. Johnson from KDSN.
District 4 walk-on is at home against North Fayette Valley. Darren Swenson has a preview.
The second-ranked walk-on Indians opened the season losing to 4A fifth-ranked Waverly Shellrock, but came back with victories over Decorah and Crestwood. The ninth-ranked North Fayette Valley Tiger Hawks have wins over South Wynn, Sumner, Fredericksburg, and Postville to start the season. North Fayette Valley coach Justin Hines says this is an important game if his team wants to accomplish their season-long goals.
It's our first district game, but if we want to get done what we want to get done, then this is a game that we got to take care of and win. And the kids know this is probably the biggest game for our program in 5 years. So we expect to have a really good week of practice and get after them Friday night.
Indian coach Chad Bierman has been impressed with the Tiger Hawks defense.
They've played really good defense the first 3 weeks. Shut out South Wynn and Postville and gave up 6 to Sumner Fred for the only points he given up for the year. The kids are flying to the ball too. It's and this was probably the first time they've been ranked in a while now. So we're looking for a good challenge.
I'm Darren Swenson for the Scouting Report.
Also in 2A, third-ranked Spirit Lake is at home against number 6 Pocahontas area. 8-player number 6 Newell Fonda is on the road at Algona Garrigan in a battle of unbeatens. Ryan Thompson reports.
Newell Fonda's 28 touchdowns are tied for second in the state. They're leading the state, averaging nearly 13 yards per rush, led by quarterback Mason Dix, who is averaging a staggering 27 yards per carry on 14 attempts. Mustangs coach Brian Wilkin is looking to shore up their run defense.
All of that starts with hearing the call in the huddle. The play begins in the huddle, getting the line properly, taking a good stance, reading our keys, running and reacting to the football, and then finishing with tackling. Garrett Hine can throw the football as well as run it. So, he's going to force us to defend the whole field.
This is Bishop Garrigan's first year in 8-player, and Coach Marty Wadley says the transition is going well overall. Wadley says Newell Fonda will be a handful.
They have a ton of talent, and they've been playing 8-man for 10 years or 11 years. It makes a difference. The younger kid's going to promote some problems for us. He's a good athlete. They're trying to get the ball in his hand as much as possible, and I think their quarterback, the Dix kid's pretty good also. They play very sound fundamental defense, so it's gonna promote some problems for us for sure.
Newell Fonda at Bishop Garrigan. Both teams are 3-0. For the Scouting Report from Storm Lake, I'm Ryan Thompson.
Montezuma's top-ranked 8-player and is on the road at Melcher Dallas, while Class A top-ranked West Hancock hosts West Fork. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd Key.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Hi, I'm Skip Miller of Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt. Take the long way home with the all-new EX1 gas engine car. Best-in-class fuel economy, a quiet, refined ride, less downtime, and more responsive acceleration. Now is the time to buy with financing as low as 1.99% on select models. Trust our certified team for all your customization, easy-go parts, and service needs. Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, it's now time for West Hancock football on KJM B103 and streaming live at KIOW.com. Now let's hit your pregame with Kevin and Jay.
Thank you, Mel, and welcome everyone to the Miller & Sons pregame show here on KHAM B103. Tonight, the Eagles welcome the West Fork Warhawks to Sanger Field. I am Kevin Wilson alongside the professor, Jay Hiscox. Beautiful night for football, Jay.
Beautiful night, beautiful day today here in Britt as the new water tower went up. We'll try to give you a shot of that every once in a while because we can see that from where we're sitting and exciting things. And, yeah, great weather and number one team in the state on our home field. So
I tell you, the field looks awesome. It is greener than green right now, and we fortunate for us, we didn't have to play in a soupy field when the weather was not really
we
good.
got lucky. We got lucky that way, and we've had nice rain here the last week and a half.
And it is good to be home again here at Sanger Field. The Warhawks and the predecessor schools of Sheffield, Chapin, Missouri Thornton, and Rockwell Swaledale, they've struggled against the Eagles over the years. They first met in 1986 in a playoff game. The Eagles won that contest 13-7, and they've rattled off 13 straight since then, the last of them coming in 2019. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that 13-7 contest was also the closest one of those contests way back in 1986. But tonight the Eagles will be looking to continue that dominance and stay atop of the standings in Class A District 2. The last time these two teams met, they were both unbeaten. They were tied to top of the district standings. You probably remember it. It was a couple years ago, Jay.
Yep.
And the Eagles dispatched them promptly or just promptly, I should say, not properly. Well, it was properly and promptly on the way to the state championship. So they did a nice job the last time the two met. So we're going to have a quick break, and then we're going to break down the West Fork Warhawks. This, once again, is the Miller & Sons pregame show here on B103.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hi, I'm Skip Miller of Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt. Take the long way home with the all-new EX1 gas engine car. Best-in-class fuel economy, a quiet, refined ride, less downtime, and more responsive acceleration. Now is the time to buy with financing as low as 1.99% on select models. Trust our certified team for all your customization, easy-go parts, and service needs. Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Miller & Sons pregame show. Once again, our pregame show is being brought to you by Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt. They're your go-to for sales, service, finance, and leasing of golf cars, and they also sell Cushman haulers and Aluma trailers. Miller & Sons Golf Cars, they're just south of Britt on James Avenue. Check them out online at millergolfcars.com. So, Jay, we went into the break. We said we were going to break down the Warhawks when we come back, and
let's do it.
I will let you do that, my
So
friend.
the Warhawks come into tonight's contest having an 0-3 record, losing to Hampton Dumont, North Butler, and St. Ansgar. They face an uphill task in trying to right the ship against the number 1 ranked Eagles. The quarterback duties have been split between Trevor Juritz and senior Nate Hubka. At last report, we had them. The quarterback position was 2 of 4 on the year, with the lone touchdown for the Warhawks. The leading rusher is senior Jackson Mclemore. He has 27 carries for 106 yards. He also has 3 receptions for 52 yards. At quarterback, let's go back here and look at these stats. So Hubka is 2 of 4 with 1 touchdown on the year. Juritz is 3 of 30 for 17 yards and no touchdowns. And I believe they've turned it over. Yeah, so total between the two quarterbacks, 5 of 35, 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. So those Eagle secondary players got to be licking their chops tonight. Defensively, the Warhawks are led by senior Dakota Lau and junior Josiah Chabambo. Kevin,
your favorite name?
My favorite name. He had was it Jesse before?
Yes.
Jesse Chabambo that graduated a couple years ago.
Good athletes.
Both those athletes, Lau and Chabambo, each have recorded more than 20 tackles on the season. Keys tonight for the Warhawks. They've got their work cut out for them. It's going to be a tall climb for them to knock off a team that has one of the best defensive units in Class A football. But they really can come in this game nothing to lose. So anything they want to throw, including the kitchen sink and trash can, whatever they got, go down swinging and expect to see. Wouldn't be surprised to see something funky as far as formation or trick play or something, just to try to maybe catch the Eagles off guard and jumpstart themselves to give them a chance in this one.
Thank you, sir. Well, I'll take another quick break, and when we come back on the Miller & Sons pregame show, we'll break down your West Hancock Eagles. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime-quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt. Get thousands of handy items like Traeger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials, as well as Valspar, medallion, and pristine interior-exterior paint. Good luck, Eagles, from Swenson's Do It Best Hardware, downtown Britt, serving Britt and the surrounding area for over 40 years.
All right, well, welcome back, and West Hancock is about to take the field, and the band's coming out. We'll have our national anthem here just briefly.
So we can break down the Eagles really quick before we get to the anthem here. And Kevin, this is not a recording. The Eagles defense is pretty good. I think they're championship caliber. They're giving up just 4.5 points per game and just 173 yards per game. They have forced 7 turnovers a season. When your defense has been as stingy as the Eagles has, your offense doesn't need to score a ton of points. So far this season, the offense hasn't been the extreme ground and pound we've traditionally seen, but they have been consistent, and they've made several big plays, often taking advantage of good field position provided by the defense and special teams. Matthew Francis is tied for second in Class A with 8 rushing touchdowns, and he's 4th in total yards with 448. Logan Lear has been efficient in the passing game, completing 7 of 9 passes with 1 touchdown, and 6 different Eagles have scored a touchdown so far this season.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll finish up talking about the Eagles and give you the keys to tonight's contest for them. This is West Hancock Football on B103.
At COM1, we bring you local, superior service and products. From fiber-powered digital HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone. Choose COM1, your local one, serving Kanawha, Corwith, Clemmy, Britt, Duncan, and Garner. Friendly service from people you know. Visit com1net.net today.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox's new mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Welcome back, everyone. That was your national anthem. Compliments of the West Hancock High School Marching Band. And did you have a little bit to finish up there?
Yeah. Finish up a little factoid from our resident statistician, Dan Kroll. Mark Sanger is now 25-2 as a head coach. Our research has been unable to find any coach that has achieved 25 wins faster. So pretty exciting things for Coach Sanger in this program. Keys tonight, Kevin, for West Hancock, just do your thing, run the football, chew up the clock, and put the ball in the end zone and let that defense get to work and get after it. So you want to go over some starting lineups before we get started, and I'll watch the coin toss here once they get out there.
All right, sounds good. And in other action tonight, in the district, North Union is at Lake Mills, Newman is at St. Ansgar, and North Butler is playing a non-district game at BCLUW. And I happen to know it's their homecoming down there tonight. We used to call it Club W.
Club Dub.
Yep.
We'll be keeping a close eye on that Newman St. Ansgar game as the loser, that's kind of, if Newman were to lose that one, that would pretty much eliminate them from probably the title chase in the district. And if St. Ansgar continues its winning ways, then it's going to put us on a collision course with them here in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks.
And we'll talk a little bit later in the game about the standings in the district and where we're at right now. So we'll run through the starting lineups here. We'll talk about, we'll go first with the offensive unit of the Warriors. Starting at center, number 70, Jordan Demaray. He's a freshman, not 5'9", 170 pounds. The guards, 65, Kai Jansen, a senior, 6'3", 185. And Devin Showalter, he's a senior, and he's 6'1", 205. The tackles, Jer Ramirez is a senior, he's 6 foot 280, and the number 76, Matt Spangenberg. And that is an offensive lineman's last name, if ever I saw one, Spangenberg. He's a junior, 6'1", 270. So the tackles are pretty good size for the Warhawks. Nate Hupka, tight end, he's a senior, 6'3", 205 pounds. At split end is number 6, Sage Suntken. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 150. At quarterback, Trevor Juritz. He's a junior, 6 foot 160. In the backfield is Dakota Lau. He's a senior, 6'1", 180. And number 22, Jay's favorite name, Josiah Chabambo. He's a junior, 5'10", 205. And rounding out the lineup is a senior, number 2, Jackson Mclemore. He's 6 foot 180 pound running back. For your West Hancock Eagles, starting at center, number 52, Parker Beans. He's a senior, 5'9", 180. The guards are Eric Martinez and Jake Wood. Both juniors, 5'9", 5'10", respectively, 190, 165. At the tackle positions is number 70, John Martinez. He's a senior, 6 foot 185, and number 71, Brighton Coogee. He's a junior, 6 foot 185. At the ends for the Eagles, number 12, Matt Larson. He's a senior, 5'11", 160, and Rylan Barnes. He's a junior, 6'2", 170. Under center is Logan Lear, a senior, 5'10", 155 pounds. And the backfield for the Eagles, Matthew Francis at fullback, senior, 6'2", 195. Halfbacks, Kane Zool, a senior, 5'10", 165. And Braden Walk, he is a senior, 6'1", 180. And doing the punting and kicking. Punting for the Eagles will be Rylan Barnes, and I believe Casey Lamro will do the kicking duties for the Eagles tonight.
And Kevin, real quick, while you watch the toss here, Class A Radio Iowa top 10 rankings, West Hancock number 1, Woodbury Central number 2 there at Akron Westfield tonight. Grundy Center hosts Hudson tonight, they're ranked number 3. Number 4, Northland is at Clayton Ridge. Number 5, Riverside hosts Sydney. Number 6, Logan Magnolia hosts Tri-Center. Number 7, North Tama hosts Nashua Plainfield. The big one tonight, number 8 versus number 9, Mason City Newman is at number 9, St. Ansgar, and rounding out the top 10, another district foe, North Butler, is at Club Dub, BCLUW.
And the Eagles have won the toss, Jay, and elected to defer. And they will kick off to the Warhawks, and Eagles will defend the north goal, Warhawks the south. Eagles dressed in their entire red home uniforms with white helmets. The Warhawks come into tonight's game with black pants with the red and white pinstripes, and white uniforms, red numbers, and black helmets.
And starting to feel like fall, Kevin, just the daylight. You know, you got the shadows of the press box reaching all the way across to the visitor sideline. And
they probably wish it was just a little bit taller right now.
By the time we get back here, it'll feel a lot different, as next week we are on the road in Armstrong against North Union, and then we come back. What's the date? Is that the 1st for homecoming?
I believe it is, yes.
The 1st, October 1st, is homecoming versus Hartley Melvin Sanborn, a good team, playoff team from last year that returns a lot.
And a team that we're somewhat familiar with from last year because we faced them in the playoffs here at Sanger Field. So set to kick off for the Eagles as they go right to left. Left to right, if you're watching online. It will be Casey Lamro, and deep for the Warhawks will be, catch the number here when he turns sideways towards me.
Yeah, is it a 6?
I think.
On the far side? No, 2.
2, and then that would be Jason Mclemore. Or
2 and 8.
Okay, and number 8, that is Dakota Lau. Both standing about just inside their 10-yard line. Officials are ready. And once again, I want to thank you for tuning into the Miller & Sons pregame show. Check out Miller & Sons for all your golf cart needs south of Britt. And here's the kick. It's a tight spiral And it drops at about the 20-yard line, taken at the 15 by Lau. He's up over the 20, 25, 30, and he's going to be dropped about the 32, 33-yard line.
Kevin,
and it would be Peterson and Lamoureux in on the tackle.
We got some celebrity viewers tonight.
We do.
Al DeWard, Jason Fetters, and Jeff Sanger watching from Las Vegas, class of 96. They're getting ready to watch the Cyclones tomorrow. Hopefully play a little bit better against UNLV.
Absolutely. And hey, while we're on the subject,
You won.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
won the.
okay, thank you.
You won the closest to the pin contest last week with your score. The final was 27-17. You had 23-17.
All right, the Warhawks come out 2-by-2. The shotgun formation. And there's movement up front.
I think they may have moved first. Yep.
And we're going to move them back them up 5 to start the game 1st and 15.
Not a great start when you're
someone needs
already kind of behind the 8 ball as far as playing the number 1 team on the road. You want to get out to a good start, stay ahead of schedule down and distance-wise, and they're behind schedule now.
So the lone back in the backfield is Chibombo. Juritz waits the snap, and he gives it to Chibombo. He goes forward, wanted to go straight ahead, and then veered off to the right and takes it up to about the 28-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Marks did a really nice job of putting his guy on skates and then finding the football, making a nice tackle after just a short gain on 1st down.
So 2nd down and about 13 to go for the Warhawks. Again, spread formation, 2-by-2. Chibombo to the left this time of Juritz. Waiting the snap. And here it is, Juritz back to pass. He looks out to his right, fires it out there. And this one is going to be picked off by Ryland
Barnes.
Almost called Kaysen, and he wasn't even in the uniform tonight. Ryland Barnes picks it off, and it'll be Eagles ball on their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, great penetration and pressure on the quarterback by the defensive line. Then Barnes, Walk, and Lear were all in the area to potentially make the play. Barnes able to come down with it and get the Eagle offense the football after just 2 plays from scrimmage for that Warhawk offense.
So West Hancock will start out 1st and 10, their own 41-yard line. They come out with a wing to the right. Walk split out wide right, and it's straight ahead. It is Francis. And he's going to take it to about the 43.5, 44-yard line.
Yeah, credit the right side of that defensive line for the Warhawks as they were able to stack the line up and let those linebackers get in and make a play after just a short gain by Francis.
So now Walk is wing to the right tight this time. And they give it to Zool. Zool off the right side, has a little bit of room to run, and then gets brought down after about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 for West Hancock.
Another good job of pursuit and defensive leverage by the defense of the Warhawks. Going to bring up a 3rd down and what we got 3rd and 5 here, 3rd and a long 4.
Third and 4, yeah. Parker Means leads the Eagles up to the line of scrimmage. Braden Walk is wing to the right. Francis directly behind behind the quarterback, and they give it to Francis. He's straight ahead, got 1st down yardage, and he pushes the pile over the 50-yard line down to about the 46. And the Eagles have a 1st and 10.
Good
And
push.
there is a big pile there.
Yeah, good push by the left side of that line. Means at center, and then I believe it's Wood and Kuji on that left side that able to allow Francis to pick up enough for the 1st down.
And Zool is wing to the left. Lear under center, gives it to Walk. He goes off the left side, and he takes on a defender at the 40-yard line and falls forward. And he's going to have about a 8-yard gain on 1st down to call it 7.
Nice physical finish by Braden Walk on that one.
So 2nd down and short for the Eagles, 9:30 to go, 1st period. And the Eagles will come out with Barnes split out wide right. Walk in the slot, and they'll throw it out to Walk. He's got a good block from Barnes. He's over the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, West Hancock.
Gain of 13 as Lear goes 1 for 1, pretty efficient. 13 yards and a good block there by Rylan Barnes on the outside. Just a quick little bubble screen, and Barnes has to pick up the inside defender, and then it's Walk's job to beat that outside defender, able to beat him, get upfield to move the chains with 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Zool, wing to the left. Walk to the right. Now they put Zool in motion. Left to right across the formation. Give it to Francis straight ahead. He gets to the line of scrimmage and is brought down after a short gain of about a yard.
Matt Spangenberg, there's that lineman name, Kevin, number 76, a junior defensive tackle, 6'1", 270 with a nice play there for the Warhawks. As new guy will come in, number 60, that's Jair Ramirez, 6 foot 280, so good size on the interior of that defensive line for West Fork.
So the Eagles will come out again. This time, Walk is wing to the right. They give it to Zool. He's got the corner. He could go. And Zool is out of bounds about the 2-yard line.
Gain of 22 for the senior halfback, Kane Zool. Sets up the Eagles with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal with 8:07 to go in the first period. West Hancock looking to strike first. Excuse me. They come out with a full house backfield. Lear takes it, Francis takes it in from 2 yards out. So Matthew Francis puts the Eagles on the board with 7:55 to go in the first period. Pinning the extra point here. Let's see if they're going to go for 2. It looks like they are going to, because there's no kicker on the field right now. So Lear under center. They split. Larson out wide to the right. Full house backfield. Give it to Francis. Francis is in for the 2-point conversion. So with 7:55 to go in the first period, it's West Hancock 8. West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on the B103.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Alliant Energy, Britt Draft Horse Association, Dental Center of North Iowa, Earl Hill Law Office, Gary Gellner, and the Hobnob. We appreciate your support. See our Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 7:55 gone here, or sorry, to go, in the first period. West Hancock leads this one 8-0 on the legs of Matthew Francis. And Casey Lamoureux is ready to kick off.
We got one score update for you, Kevin. Grundy Center leads Hudson 7-0. Again, we'll try to get you as many scores as we can throughout the game. Some area scores that we'll keep an eye on. Clear Lake is at Osage. New Hampton's at GHV. Belmont is at South Hamilton. Of course, Newman at St. Ansgar. And we'll get to some more here as the game goes on.
And any good alumni should know that Grundy Center's homecoming tonight.
And as you are, you're a good alumni?
I don't know about
You're
that.
an okay alumni.
I'm just okay. And the kick is a high, twirling thing in and out of the hands of Lau. And at the 15, it's up over the 20-25. Nice move as he drags tacklers up over the 35 to about the 37, 38-yard line.
I was able to make one guy miss there, Kevin, as it was Francis trying to get a shoe. And how many times have we said it since we've been doing this? A lot of times big kickoff returns happen when the returner fumbles or mishandles the ball, and guys have a tendency to maybe get out of their lanes a little bit that time. Lau fumbles the kickoff, but able to keep his head about him and get upfield for a nice gain, set up the Warhawks at their own 39-yard line.
And the Warhawks now will come out with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Chabamba in the backfield, the lone back. Juritz hands it off to, it's actually
quarterback.
Juritz keeps it, runs straight forward. He's into the secondary, into West Hancock territory, and down to about the 40-yard line. Hupka. It was not Juritz, it was Hupka. He snuck in there at quarterback position.
Gain of 21 on the quarterback keeper.
So they'll have a 1st and 10 on the Eagle 40-yard line.
Eagles had no one deep there. No safety deep as
a single receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Back to pass is Hupka. And he fires one out to the right side. He's got a man. And in and out of the hands intended for number 12. That's Trevor Juritz.
Juritz had a step on Iceman there. Good ball there by Hupka. And Eagles avoid disaster there on the long pass attempt.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 10, 7:15 to go here. First period. And another team that, just like last week, that looks to the sidelines to get the play. No huddle for the Warhawks. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Hupka in at quarterback. And in and out of his hands on a high snap, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back into his own territory at the 45-yard line.
Sack.
And that will be
Mitchell Smith with the sack, feeding the people. And who's the winner here, Kevin?
Becky Coogee, you are the winner. Britt Food Center, sack of the game. When you want to be in on the sack of the game, you need to register from on Fridays from, I think it's 8 to 4:30, and get your name in the contest. And if the Eagles record a sack, you might be the lucky recipient of a bag of groceries compliments at the Britt Food Center. So once again, get in there every Friday during when the 7:30 to 4:30, I believe it is. Thanks you for the correction. And back to pass is Hupka. He's scrambling.
Might have another Britt Food Center.
We might have. Whoop! He eludes, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Francis
gained about a half yard. Almost another
Britt Food Center sack there. We might need to get some more names drawn if that keeps up. So once again, they'll have a 4th down and about a little over 20 to go.
Zool and Walk back deep to receive. The punter tonight, Kevin, you got a...
Punter is... can't get the number on it.
Not sure. It's hard to see the number here.
It wasn't the one I was expecting.
As Nate Lemon would say, Johnny Warhawk.
It's number 66, I believe. It's going to
Walk nice.
Gets away from it, and he has a nice punt. It's going to be down at the 5-yard line where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. Caden Hurley is a sophomore. He's 6'1", 220, the punter.
So good job by the Eagles to respond after giving up a long 21-yard run by Hupka. And then a near miss on the long pass play. Obviously the killer play there for the Warhawks was the bad snap, putting them back behind the chains, and Eagles take over deep inside their own territory at the 5-yard line.
And they'll break the huddle with the Zool wing to the left. And it'll be Francis straight ahead up to about the 10-yard line. Not quite to the 10. We'll call it 4.5 yard gain. So it'll bring up 2nd down and a long 5 for West Hancock. And your favorite Warhawk player,
Chabambo,
in on the tackle. Eagles come out wing to the right with Walk. And they give it to Francis. He's into the secondary. One man to beat. He stiff arms him. And then as he was stiff arming, the defense was able to catch up to him, but he was not before he gets over the 25 to about the 27, 28-yard line. And that'll be a 1st down for West Hancock. 5 minutes to go here, first period. West Hancock leads 8-0 over the Warhawks, and the Eagles are out of the huddle quickly.
Good tempo here early.
Zool's wing to the left. Lear's under center. Lear's going to give it to Walk. He's off the left side. He's got one man to beat. And that one man does make the tackle, but not before 1st down, just over the 40-yard line. Going to mark him down about the 42, and it'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock.
So gains of 19 and 14 back-to-back by Francis and Walk, and the Eagles are well out of their own shadow of their own end zone.
Really moving the tempo now as they give it to Walk. Same play, and Walk's got the corner. He spins out of a tackle. He has another 1st down, this time into Warhawk territory at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock. 4:30 to go. The Eagles playing with a little purpose now as they're in and out of the huddle quickly, and up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really good tempo by offensive coordinator Kevin Eisman and the guys that are running in the plays. I believe that's Smith and Larson getting the plays in and Lear directing traffic.
Zool's wing to the left, and they give it to Zool on a counter. He's got a blocker out in front of him. It's Barnes and Francis, and Barnes and Wood, and he's going to get about a 5-yard gain. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles with 4 minutes to go. Again, quickly up to the line of scrimmage. And it's Francis off the left side, dragging the pile forward down to about the 37. That'll bring up 3rd down and short, probably about 2 yards to go for the West Hancock with 3.5 to go first period.
7th carry here of the first quarter for Francis. I got him 7 carries, 39 yards here with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, the Eagles lead 8-0. Offense with their 2nd opportunity here on this drive.
Full house backfield for the Eagles. Lear gives it off to Francis off the right side, and he just bulldozes his way over Chabamba. And Chabamba just hangs on and drags him down inside the 30 down to the 27 is Francis. 3:13 to go in the period.
Gain of 10 there for Francis, and the Eagles are picking up yards in chunks here, Kevin. I'm not sure what the time on the clock was when they took it over, but they started this drive from their own 5-yard line.
And another full house backfield for the Eagles. And
got some
flags,
movement by us on the interior of the offensive line.
So it'll be 1st and 15.
Other area scores we'll keep an eye out on, Kevin. Newell Fonda is at Garrigan. Algona is at Boydenhole Rock Valley. That's a big one.
Yes, it is.
Out in the northwest. North Union is at Lake Mills. That's Lake Mills homecoming. Webster City is at Mason City.
So the Eagles facing 1st and 15. Walk is wing to the right, and they're going to give it to Zool. Zool's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped for just a short gain. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 12 for the Eagles.
Call it a gain of 3 for Zool.
2:30 and counting here in the first period. Eagles kind of lost a little bit of momentum there with that
penalties and negative plays, Kevin, get you behind the sticks and you get out of your rhythm and tempo.
Lear under center, and he's rolling out to his right. He's got a man
got,
wide
yeah,
open.
He's got all kinds
of bank. Oh, you bet. Complete to Zool, and Zool.
Barnes.
Okay, Barnes. I thought it was. Did they?
Down at the inside, just inside the 1-yard line, Kevin.
Sure.
Gain of 28. Rylan Barnes. He had a choice between Mitchell Smith and Rylan Barnes. Were running wide open in the secondary. He finds Barnes by the near side pylon. He comes up just short, trying to stretch that big 6'4" frame across the goal line.
So the Eagles will come out now with a full backfield, and they'll give it to Francis off the left side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Matthew Francis.
So for Matthew Francis on a 1-yard run, puts the Eagles back on the board with 1:55 to go in the first period.
95-yard touchdown drive. The Eagles' 2nd drive of the game for the offense, and they made it look fairly easy, minus just that one penalty that got them off script a little bit, but they were able to hit Barnes on the big pass play to set up the Francis touchdown.
And Casey Lamoureux this time will attempt the extra point via kick. Snap is up, kick is good. And it's West Hancock 15 and the West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Summer is filled with celebrations and recreational activities surrounded by alcohol and other illegal substances. Ensure the health and safety of your children by having conversations with your kids about substance use. Youth are more inclined to talk and share with parents if they feel empowered to have an opinion. Empower your children to talk to you about their lives, experiences, questions, and concerns. Paid for by Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention and the Federal Drug-Free Community Support Grant.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Again, I want to remind you about the Britt Food Center sack of the game. If you can get into the Britt Food Center every Friday from 7:30 to 4:30, and they sign your name up for the contest, And if the Eagles record, if your name is drawn and the Eagles record a sack in the game that night, you might be the winner of a bag of groceries from the Britt Food Center. So once again, get in there every Friday from 7:30 to 4:30. Excuse me. That's at the Britt Food Center, and sign yourself up for the Britt Food Center Sack of the Game contest. Casey Lamoureux's kick, high, end over end. This time going to be taken by Lau at about his 7 or 8 yard line. He runs straight up the field, up over the 15, 20, 25, and is tripped up.
Pablo Calles tripping him up.
And he's going to be marked down just beyond the 30.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
I was going to say some score updates for you, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
Newman 7, St. Ansgar 0, Logan Magnolia 8-7 over Tri-Center. Boyden Hole, Rock Valley leads Algona 7-0, and North Union leads Lake Mills 8-6.
All right, thank you, Jay. Warhawks out now, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. It's Hubka in the backfield, along with Chabamba. Some confusion by the Warhawks on the set. And it's going to be Hubka. He's going to keep it, run straight forward. Winds his way through and gets a good gain on first down of about 4 yards. That'll bring up second down and 6 for the Warhawks. 1:30 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, good job by Hubka there. That's kind of the reminiscent of the old single wing from the quarterback position. Did a good job of just being patient, identifying and seeing the hole open up and getting upfield for a nice gain on first down. For the Warhawks to move the ball consistently in offense and put points on the board, they're going to have to put together positive plays on first down and avoid penalties and mistakes like they had on their last drive with that bad snap. They're going to really, really, really need to stay on schedule with down and distance.
So Hubka takes the snap, and this is through his hands again.
That
and this time, Mitchell Smith recovers it. It's Hancock forces the turnover, or completes their turnover down back at about the 20-yard line. So West Fork.
I feel like I might have jinxed him on that one, Kevin.
Their second turnover of the night.
So West Fork's first 2 drives go interception, punt, fumble. And this time the Eagles start in the red zone right at the 20-yard line.
With exactly 1 minute to go in the first period. They'll break the huddle with walk wing to the right. Lear and Francis to the left.
Touchdown.
And it's going to be Lear.
Oh, it's coming back, though.
Back to Mitchell. Smith for the touchdown, but there is a flag.
I think it's going to come back a hold in the interior of the offensive line. Well executed, though, by the Eagle offenses. Again, Lear had 2 guys running wide open in the secondary, but a hold is going to bring it back against West Hancock. I'll try to watch it here on the replay, Kevin.
So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Eagles. 54 seconds to go here in the first period. They lead 15-0 over the Warhawks of West Fork. Means leads them out of the huddle. Lear looks things over, goes under center. Walk is wing to the right. Now they put him in motion. And the Eagles are going to have a motion penalty or a false start. And they're going to back up another 5. That's going to be first down at 25. So a promising drive to start at the 20 is quickly disintegrating right now. It's going to be, actually, this is easy to calculate. We're at the 37-yard line. So it's going to be
1st and 27?
1st and 27.
Math whiz.
Hey.
Your accountant math knowledge is rubbing off on me, Kevin.
Oh boy, look out. Here's Lear back to pass. He
Got
rolls
him
out.
again.
He's got a man. It's Mitch Smith. And Smith is going to take it in for the touchdown on a 37-yard completion from Logan Lear.
So that if it doesn't try it first, just keep trying. And that time, again, Smith running wide open down the middle of the field. 37-yard touchdown. Logan Lear puts it on the money, and the Eagles lead 21-0.
46 ticks to go here in the first period. And it will be another kick by Lamoureux for the point after, out of the hold of Logan Lear. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 46 seconds to go here in the first period, it's West Hancock 22, West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota 56001. 356-294-QFU5/21.
All right, welcome back, and here in a little bit we're going to give you the Hobnob trivia question. Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question is brought to you each week by the Hobnob. They are on Main Street in Britt, and you could, if you answer the trivia question correctly, you could win yourself a $10 gift certificate and stop in there and have lunch on your knowledge. When we get to that, we'll give you the number here to text your answer to here in just a little bit. As Lamoureux runs up and he floats this one high, and it bounces and comes over the head, and it's going to be
that's a lot of trouble.
Into the end zone, and he's going to bring it out, or will he?
Just got outside the shadow of the end zone. Wow. Kevin is. That time was big time trouble there by Mclemore.
Yeah, Jackson Mclemore. That went over his head. He had no chance of recovering that one, and it went into the end zone. And he didn't have any choice but to run it out. And it's going to be marked down about the 2-yard line the way it looks.
Eagle defense looking to put some points on the board themselves. As we got a stoppage, reset the play clock. Oh, got to get a new football in there. Get the West Fork football in there.
So with 41 ticks to go here in the first period, the Warhawks are deep, and by deep I mean deep, in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The entire backfield standing in the end zone. And the heels of the up men almost touching the goal line. And they give it straight ahead.
Just barely got out of the end zone there, Kevin. Alex Marks is army crawling.
And I think it was Chibambo on the carry, if I'm not mistaken.
Marks in on the tackle. We got Ian Connor in at a defensive tackle position right now. Means, Connor, Marks, and Martinez are in on your defensive line rotation, Kevin.
So second down. They did lose a little, back to the 1, so it'll be second down and 11 on the 1.
Might let the clock expire here as there's just 3 seconds to go.
You're going to take it to the quarter break. So at the end of 1, it's West Hancock 22 and the West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt supports your West Hancock Eagles. They are your local Napa Auto Parts store serving Britt and surrounding communities since 1951. For parts or car service, call Dan or Pat at Trolson Auto Parts, 641-843-3865. Go Eagles.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchard.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchard.com. Go Eagles.
Welcome back, everyone, and once again, the Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question is going to come up here in just a couple of minutes. You want to text your answer, write this number down so you're ready when we give you the question. It's 828-649-5469. That's the number that you want to text your answer to if you want to take a chance and get yourself a $10 gift certificate to the Hobnob in downtown Britt.
And we had a winner. We had a sack winner earlier. That was Becky Kuji. Thanks to the Britt Food Center for doing that sponsorship. And that was Mitchell Smith on the sack, I believe, right?
That is correct. Alex DeWard probably knows the answer to this trivia question. He is ineligible.
He's ineligible, even though he's in Vegas. He's ineligible. And somebody up here, when I mentioned our celebrity viewers, they were quick to mention that Alex is not a celebrity.
Oh wow.
He isn't. He's a West Hancock celebrity.
All right, 2nd down and 11 for the Warhawks. I'm not going to venture into those waters. They're shark infested.
Big Al, come get you.
There you go. Nate Hufka is back, and he looks out to his right. He's going to pass out of the end zone. Now
Pressure.
He's rolling out to his left. And
Oh,
he
go
fires
get
one
that
out
one.
here. And this one is almost hauled in by number 18. That's Reed Stonebreaker. And Reed was trying to tiptoe the sideline.
Do a little toe tap there. It's really not a bad pass by Hub, because that was the only thing that could happen is a great catch or an incomplete pass, because Walk had him covered underneath and Lear was coming in from his safety spot over the top. Going to bring up a 3rd and long from your own end zone. Never a comfortable position, no matter how good your offense is.
And you certainly don't want to have to punt out of there. Hubka discussing matters with his lone running back, and Hubka's going to keep it, run out the right side, or left side, excuse me. Eagles right side, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Hubka doesn't get it past the 5, I don't believe.
Be interesting what the Eagles do here, if they decide to go after the punter or set up a return with Walk and Zool back deep. Both are good options.
Yes. At any rate, the Eagles should have good field position out of this.
I'm going to call Walk down the left side here, Kevin, for a touchdown.
11:17 to go. And Jay is in the prognostication mode. Eagles are coming hard, and they almost get it.
Oh.
And this one's going to be fair caught by Walk at the 30.
That was really a smart play there by Mitchell Smith to make the decision that he wasn't going to get there in time. If he did, he's going to commit a penalty. It'd be a roughing the punter. Good decision by him to stay off the punter, and knowing that his team's going to get great offensive field position here. As Lear's going to come off the field with a shoe malfunction, and Red Iceman will take the gloves off and get in there and run this play at quarterback.
So 11:07 to go here before the halftime break. Mr. Lear, well, actually 11:07 to go before the McNeese Tire halftime show, and Mr. Lear could use a McNeese Tire halftime show right now to get that flat fixed.
Yeah.
See what I did there, Jay?
That's almost professional, Kevin.
That is.
Next level.
Eisman gives it off to Zool off the right side. He bounces off a tackler. He has 1st down yardage. He's still spinning off of tacklers.
Get off me.
He's going down the field. He is just inside the 10-yard line before he is brought down. A nice gain on 1st down.
Gain
of about
21.
Yeah, 21 yards. Chabamba on the tackle for the Warhawks sets up the Eagles in good field position just outside their 10-yard line. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 11.
53 yards on 5 carries for Kane Zool. West Fork going to take a Pritchard's timeout, Kevin.
They are going to take a Pritchard Auto timeout. This timeout is being sponsored by Pritchard Auto Stores in Britt. See Mark and the staff. They'll put you in the vehicle of your dreams, and if they don't have it, they'll help you find it. Thank you to our friends at Pritchard's for their support of the West Hancock Eagles. We'll be right back after this quick break. This is West Hancock Football on B103.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Canala community. You support us, so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And while we have just a quick second here, I will give you the trivia question. So the Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question, you want to text your answer 828-649-5469. Last week, Jay, the Eagles won 54-0. In the history of West Hancock football that Dan has.
So West Hancock and Britt?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. How many 54-0 victories has West Hancock recorded since I'm assuming the modern era? How many times have West Hancock won 54-0? And you want to text that answer 828-649-5469. The Eagles come out of the huddle. 3 receivers to the left. And they're going to fire it out there to Walk. Walk
Good
has a
block.
man. And he's going to get the corner, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the goal line, just inside the 1. It'll be first and goal, West Hancock. Actually be second and goal, West Hancock.
Call it a gain of 9 there, Kevin, for Walk, his second catch of the night. And that time it was Zool and Barnes, I believe, on the near side, set 2 good blocks.
So the Eagles will come out of the huddle with Zool wing to the left. Lear's under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Walk. Walk is in for the touchdown from a 1 yard out. It's Braden Walk putting the Eagles back on the board.
That time the Eagles take advantage of very good field position.
10:15 to go in the second period. The Eagles score once again. And it'll be Lamoureux into attempt the point after. Out of the hold of Logan Lear. Nice article in the Globe Gazette last week about Logan Lear. And here's a snap. The kick is up. Kick is good right down the middle. It's West Hancock 29. West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alexander Griffin, the newest associate at Garner Dental Group. I'm excited to be back in my hometown providing care for the community I grew up in, as well as meeting new patients every day. I'm pleased to join fellow doctors Dr. Amy, Dr. Matt, Dr. Bree, and Dr. Roy in providing great routine dental care, along with offering a wide variety of operative treatments, including restoration, oral surgery, root canals, crowns, and prosthetics. I look forward to my career here at Garner Dental Group and caring for you in the years to come.
Garner Dental Group on State Street in Garner. Visit GarnerDental.com.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm going to give you that Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question. The answer, or it's not the answer, I'm going to give you the number. It's 828-649-5469, and the question is, how many times in history have the Eagles recorded a 54-0 victory? And you want to text your answer to 828-649-5469. This is Lamoureux's kick. Going to be taken about the 11, 12 yard line and bringing it out to just beyond the 25, 26, 27 yard line is Mclemore.
Kaya is in on the tackle.
So the Warhawks will start first and 10, their own 27. 10-11 to go, second period.
Score update for you, Kevin. That one we're keeping an eye on all night tonight. Newman's at St. Ansgar. Newman leads 13-6. In that one. Another new score we got for you. Newell Fonda and Bishop Garrigan tied up at 14. That game being played in Algona, and North Butler leads BCLUW 14-0.
All right, thank you, Jay. Warhawks will come out 2 by 2. Hupka in the backfield along with Mclemore. And
the
ball's out. Ball is out, and I'm not sure. We'll see what the officials say. It's going to be West Hancock football. Turnovers plaguing the Warhawks tonight.
Coogee in on the fumble recovery, as that time it was just kind of the mesh there, Kevin, between the quarterback and running back, not great and kind of indecisive, and Coogee takes advantage, setting up the Eagles yet again with really good field position for West Hancock.
Hupka put the ball out for Mclemore, pulled it back, and then decided to give it to him after all, and I don't think Mclemore was expecting it. So the Eagles will be set up at their own at the Warhawk 24-yard line, first and 10 in good field position with 10:05 to go.
First half, we got Barnes interception, fumble recovery for Mitchell Smith, fumble recovery for Brighton Coogee, and a sack for Mitchell Smith. Defense getting it done again.
And West Hancock going to give it to Matthew Francis. And Matthew Francis is going to go, he's going to be marked just short. just short. So 23 yards, he needed 24.
That time they went Wildcat with Barnes in the Wildcat there. He gives it to Francis, as most of what we've seen this year here early in the season, we've always seen Barnes keep it in that situation. That time he gives it to Francis. Francis gets up the field, sets up the Eagles 1st and goal from the 1. It looks like they're going to go Wildcat again here, Kevin, and I would expect to see Barnes keep it here on this one.
And you called it, Jay, and Barnes is in for the touchdown on a 1-yard run. Rylan Barnes puts the Eagles on the board. 9:39 to go now in the second period.
So the Eagles cash in quickly after the 3rd turnover by the Warhawks. 2-play drive, touchdown for junior Rylan Barnes. And I've dropped my highlighter cap. What's going on?
Well, you'll catch it next time.
I doubt it.
Okay, Casey Lamrell on to attempt the point after. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it's West Hancock 36, West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Game on at the Britt Barn Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. The best late night entertainment. Britt Barn Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose in-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
All right, welcome back, everyone, and we do have a winner on the trivia contest. So hold your text. We have a winner, and we'll give that winner to you just as soon as Casey Lamoureux kicks this ball off to the Warhawks, and he does kick it to Mclemore in and out of his hands about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now picked up by Dakota Lau, and Lau is spinning off of tacklers, and he is getting stood up and spins off another one, and now a big scrum out there, and he's going to take it up over the 30 to about the 32-yard line. And the Warhawks narrowly averted disaster a couple times on that play.
Yeah, it took a couple big hits up top, but that's why you got to tackle low to get guys down. If you're coming with the big hit up top, you better be squared and centered. Some guys are able to break a tackle. He's able to break a tackle there as the Eagles have a running clock now here, Kevin. With 9:39 to go is when the running clock went into effect.
And the trivia winner tonight is Olivia DeWard. And I'll give you the answer here in just a second, but Olivia DeWard is the winner. Congratulations.
I thought I seen Olivia sitting down there by my daughter. Maybe I was just seeing things.
And here's the give. It's to Chubamba, and he gets it forward for a very short gain of about a yard and bring up 2nd and long. West Hancock Eagles last week recorded a 54-0 win. And how many do you think it is, Jay?
I know the
you
answer.
Know the answer. Never mind. Jenna, how do you think?
Vance thought it was 6. That was his guess.
Well, the answer's 8. So 8 times in Dan's recorded statistics that the Eagles have won 54-0. So thank you, Dan. Thank you for playing, everyone. And thank you to the Hobnob for sponsoring that. And congratulations to Olivia. Enjoy lunch. Compliments of the Hobnob. Hupka keeps it, goes off the left side, runs in and out. Did the ball come out?
I think the ball came out. I didn't see a bag come out, though, as the umpire marking the ball down at the 36-yard line.
I don't know if the umpire...
It looked like the umpire marked the ball down. No, I didn't see a beanbag come out, Kevin, but we'll see. They're going to talk with the line judge and determine who came up with the ball. Did anybody see that? Oh, they're going to say West Fork ball, so it's a mute point. Defensive line right now, Kevin. We got Jake Wood, David Smith, Irvin Gomez, and Brighton Coogee. Linebackers, Barnes, Francis, Larson and
Calles.
Calles.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we're
Calles.
moving to like a 4-3 defense here, Kevin. As Calles and Eisman will be deep. That's Pablo Calles.
And Hupko waits to snap. He's going to roll or drop straight back, and now he's going to fire one out in the middle. This one is in and out of the hands of his receiver, and they're still rolling around out there. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up a fourth down. They snuck one in there. That fumble threw me up, or what we thought was a fumble, threw me off. So back deep for the Eagles, Calles and Walk. 7 minutes and counting here before the McNeese Tire halftime show.
And already starting to see Wes Hancock and head coach Mark Sanger mix in some of these new players, give them some experience here on a Friday night and build up that depth.
And here's a snap. The punt is off, and it's a good one. And it's going to be taken by nobody. They're going to get out of the way and let it roll dead right about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Kaya's just a little indecisive there on that one. Came up and wasn't sure of himself, so he backed off and let the ball fall harmlessly to the turf, and West Hancock will take over from their own 30.
Yes, sir.
Logan Magnolia leads Tri-Center 14-8. Boyden Hull leads Algona 14-7. That's Boyden Hull, Rock Valley.
Tri-Center was getting some votes in that, so they're fairly salty themselves as the Eagles come out 1st and 10, leading 36-0 with 6 minutes to go before the half. Two receivers to the right. They give it to Matthew Francis. He looked left, and now he runs straight up the field, and he's going to get forward for about 3-4 yards.
Gain of 4 there by Francis as the Eagles go with their Wild Eagle formation. Barnes at the quarterback.
So 5:45 now and counting. Second down, 6-7 yards to go.
And Olivia is at home, our winner of the Hobnob Challenge, watching.
Ball's on the ground. Barnes picks it up. And now he rolls out.
Tuck it away. Tuck it away.
He's going to tuck it away, as you suggested, and be dropped back at about the 22 or 23-yard line.
Loss of about 11 on the play there. I thought Barnes was going to maybe try to make a play with his arm, but there was a guy coming from where he couldn't see him, and sometimes you cock that ball back, Kevin, that's disaster. Sometimes you're better just eating it and getting down and taking the loss.
So 3rd down and long for the Eagles now. Went from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and about 14. And it's going to be Barnes this time taking the ball, running up field. Ooh. And Barnes he was tripped up. And he had nothing but green in front of him when he was tripped. And then I don't care. It's a shame you have to give someone a tackle there because it really wasn't involved in a tackle. He just tripped over the young man's feet.
Got tripped up and he got the loss back plus a yard. Going to set up a 4th and 3 here for West Hancock. We'll see if they decide to go for it. Not a quarterback in the game, but it looks like Barnes is going to sit deep for a punt.
Punt position. Walk and Zula split out wide. Francis in the protector position. And here's a snap, punts off. And there's nobody deep except for the official, and he almost gets in the way of it. It's going to be dropped at the 20-yard, downed at the 20-yard line. So just under 4 minutes to go here before the halftime break, and the Warhawks will start 1st and 10 on their own 20. They trail 36-0 to West Hancock.
Back and forth contest here as St. Ansgar now leads Newman 14-13.
Could be who gets the ball last in that one.
It's kind of how it was last week with St. Ansgar and North Union.
Now that little shuffle going on in the defensive line for the Eagles. Martinez, Marks, Smith, and Wood, I believe. Not sure who the right tackle is. Here's Hupka. And Hupka hands it off to Mclemore, and Mclemore runs into his own lineman.
It was Smith.
And David Smith. And
Smith.
His lineman was back there because of David Smith.
Smith put him on skates and backed him up, and that's why he ran into his own offensive lineman. And Then Smith able to bring him down for a loss of 5 on first down as we roll under 2:50 to go here in the first half.
Get you caught up on all the scores and the stats here at halftime on the McNeese Tire halftime show. As the come out single receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Hupka looks left, fires left.
He caught it. Nice catch.
Nice catch out there by Trevor Duritz.
At about the 45-yard line, so a gain of 30 on the pass play from Hubka to Juritz, the former quarterback.
So 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go before the McNeese Tire.
Strong hands there by Juritz as Kayas came over to make a play on the football, and Juritz able to come down with it on the far sideline.
So Hubka back in the shotgun formation once again. Chabamba in the backfield with him. Hupka's going to keep it, go right, excuse me. And he's going to be brought down, little or no gain on that one. They're going to give him a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Marks and Hugo Kayas in on the stop. Defense right now for the Eagles is Martinez, Marks, Kuji, David Smith, Kayas, Larson, Smith, Zool, Kayas, Iceman, and Walk.
Chabambo and Hupka in the backfield, having quite a conversation. Hupka's going to keep it, come to his right. He gets out of a tackle. Marks had him wrapped up, and he got out of it somehow. Gets back to the 45-yard line, and then is dropped right away at the line of scrimmage by Larson and Kuji.
Yeah, it was Marks getting the initial penetration and getting his hands on the quarterback, but then a good job by the Eagle defense to just 11 guys running to the football, and a host of Eagles able to come up with a stop.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10, 35 seconds to go in the first half.
Nothing behind you here with 30 seconds to go.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Hupka looks to his left. He's under some pressure. Fires one out there.
Find the football.
And there's
we're gonna have a hold.
Going to have a hold and a pass interference because the receiver was meddled with down there.
So we got defensive PI. I thought that ball was short, but
yeah,
he was on him. And then there was an obvious hold. I think there was a couple on the offensive line that I saw as Kuji was getting held as he was busting through.
So
penalties should offset, correct?
I believe so, and we'll play it down over with 15 ticks to go.
That'll be the last play. What's likely to be the last play of the first half. I'm going to scoot over here, Kevin, let you call the rest of the first half, and I'm going to run the camera.
Whoops. All right, so our camera lady has to leave for do her duties in the West Hancock Marching Band. And we're going to have, we'll see what the official says here. He's discussing things. Going to be a hold. And we're going to have a personal foul. Roughing the passer. And we're going to have a pass interference. So I did not see the roughing the passer, but so how do you sort that one out? I think we just do it all over, and we're going to have a timeout taken by the Warhawks. We'll take it with them with 15 ticks to go. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Canala communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchard.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchard.com. Go Eagles.
So what's the next big thing in farming? Iowa farmers will tell you it's working with the channel seedsmen to select products placed to perform in their fields. Iowa farmers trust their channel seedsmen to be there every step of the way through the growing season. It's that added benefit of knowing what will work best in your fields for better yield potential. What's the next big thing in farming? It's working with a channel seedsman. Your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
All right, well, welcome back. We have 15 ticks to go here before the McNeese Tire halftime show. West Fork is facing 3rd down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. And after we did some laundry during the break, we are ready to play some football. I believe. There was so many flags on the floor, Jay, it looked like, you know, your bedroom floor when you were a teenager. Stuff everywhere. 2x2 are the Warhawks. Hupka and Chabamba in the backfield. Chabamba to the left of Hupka. 3-man front for the Eagles. Everybody else in the backfield. Except for David Smith is coming like a freight train, and it's going to be Hupka and Smith, and Smith are going to meet Hupka at about the 42-yard line, and there's going to be 5 seconds left. And that's going to be, got a timeout, do we, by the Eagles? And that'll be 4th down for the Warhawks. And we'll take a quick timeout with them, make it 30. 5 seconds to go here. West Hancock football on B103.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha community. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchard.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchard.com. Go Eagles.
All right, and as Jay corrected me while we were at the break, we have a sack winner on that one. Lori Hadachik is our sack winner, as the Smith brothers, or Smith, met at the quarterback and brought him down. And we have the officials talked it over and put 3 seconds back on the clock, so we're at 8 seconds now to go before the halftime break. And apparently some confusion coming out of the timeout for the Warhawks. As Hupka gets the snap, looks out to his left, fires it out there. It's going to be incomplete. He overthrows his intended receiver. And that will take us to halftime. With your halftime score, West Hancock 36 and the West Fork Warhawks 0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the McNeese Tire halftime show. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
Hi, I'm Skip Miller of Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt. Take the long way home with the all-new EX1 gas engine car. Best-in-class fuel economy, a quiet, refined ride, less downtime, and more responsive acceleration. Now is the time to buy with financing as low as 1.99% on select models. Trust our certified team for all your customization, Easy Go parts, and service needs. Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
McCluskey Appliance. For the best quality, selection, and prices on American-made Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jennier appliances. There's only one name to know, McCluskey Appliance. See them in Mason City or Garner and get free delivery and great service after the sale.
My dad knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why he and his State Farm team and Brett are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscock and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
All right, welcome back to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. Tonight's halftime show is being brought to you, as it is every week, by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. For all your vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts and service, see McNeese Tire and Auto a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. McNeese Tire says good luck to West Hancock Eagles. You want to contact them at 843-3536 or online at mcneesetire.com. I'll recap the first half scoring for you here, and then we'll get over to Jay for the score updates and the stats. First, the Eagles opened up in the first period, 7:55. It was a 2-yard run, and it was a tale of turnovers and capitalization of turnovers in the first half. Warhawks turn it over. Eagles stick it in the end zone. 7:55, it was a 2-yard run by Matthew Francis. He also converted the 2-point conversion, made it 8-0 in favor of the Eagles. And then in 1:55 to go in the first period, it was a 1-yard run again by Francis. Casey Lamoureux, kicked the extra point right down the middle of the uprights. 15-0, West Hancock. 46 ticks to go, first period, 37 yards. Logan Lear to Mitch Smith, and Mitchell takes it in. Casey comes on, kicks the extra point, 22-0 in favor of the Eagles. Eagles kept it rolling in the second period. 10:15 to go. It was a 1-yard Braden Walk run. That was something there. Braden Walk run, yeah. It was a Braden Walk touchdown run. Let's put it that way. Casey Lamoureux on to kick the extra point. Again, right down the middle. Nice kick by Casey. 29-0 in favor of the Eagles at that point. And then again, closing out the first half scoring with 9:39 to go in the second period. It was a 1-yard Ryland Barnes run out of the Wildcat. Casey Lamoureux on again, right down the middle of the uprights. 36-0 at that point, and that's where the Eagles take it into the locker room. Up with a running clock here against the Warhawks. And Jay, nice first half by West Hancock.
Nice first half. Couple sloppy penalties, but can't really complain when you're up 36-0 at the half and you got a running clock going with about 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And some of that's just a mixture of people that you're putting in because you're rotating a lot.
Getting a lot of different guys in there in that second quarter. And got to give a shout out. We got like Hagen Concrete up here in the booth tonight as Travis Hagen taking over for Nate Lemon on the PA, and he's doing a good job so far, staying out of trouble.
Wonderful.
He's nervous, but he's staying out of trouble, doing a good job. So Nate out there in Nashville tonight, Travis is coming for your job. So let's get some stats here. First for West Fork, I had them with a total, Kevin, of just 6 yards rushing in that first half. Hubka net 11 yards rushing. Mclemore -4, and Chabambo just 1, and a couple other sacks in there. Put him at just 6 yards total rushing. Quarterback position, Hubka was 1 of 5 through the air, 30 yards in interception. That completion was to Juritz for a gain of 30, their biggest play of the first half. For West Hancock, let's start with the defense. Interception by Barnes. Fumble recoveries for Mitchell Smith and Brighton Coogee. Mitchell Smith also has 2 sacks, and his brother David Smith has a sack. Well, Mitchell has a sack and a half, and David has a half of a sack. So Mitchell Smith making a case here early for the State Farm player of the game. Is he's also got a touchdown catch from Logan Lear. Lear was 4 of 5 through the air, 87 yards and a touchdown. Again, that going to sophomore Mitchell Smith. Other guys on the receiving end for the Eagles, Braden Walk, 2 catches for 22 yards, and Ryland Barnes, a catch for 28 yards. So passing game getting a nice little groove here in the first half. On the ground for West Hancock, Ryland Barnes, couple carries for a yard. He did have the 1 big sack there, else he would have about 20 yards rushing. But he has a touchdown. Matthew Francis, 11 carries, 77 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Kane Zool, 5 carries for 53 yards, and Braden Walk, 4 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. So good balance in the running game and good balance tonight between the run and the pass. Lear doing a good job of finding open receivers running downfield, and I'd love to be playing quarterback with this kind of running game that we have, because when you do pass, there's likely going to be, if you've got the time, there's going to be somebody that's got a step.
So Eagles up 36-0 at the half, and we're going to run down our winners in the first half, if you will. Hobnob trivia contest winner, Olivia DeWard. And the trivia contest question was, how many times in recorded history have West Hancock Eagles won 54-0? The correct answer was 8. So Olivia DeWard is the winner of that. And then with the Eagles recording 2 sacks in the first half of this one, Becky Kuji and Lori Hadachik are Britt Food Center sack of the game winners. So thank you to Britt Food Center and Hobnob for sponsoring those contests each week and supporting the West Hancock Eagles. When we come back here on the McNeese Tire halftime show, we will get you caught up on the scores from around the area, and we have a few factoids for you, if you will, as Jay likes to call them. Once again, the Eagles lead this one at the half, 36-0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
K.C. Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona. They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, K.C. Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right. Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Ouse.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the McNeese Tire halftime show. Once again, the McNeese Tire sponsors our halftime show. You can check them out a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. They are your go-to for all things automotive. You need tires, you need your vehicle serviced, you need your semi-truck serviced, tractor, you name it, they can do it. See McNeese Tire, mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Contact them at 843-3536 or online at mcneesetire.com. Jay's going to get us up to speed on some scores here.
Yeah, the nice thing about having the computer up here is with the Boxcast system, we can actually turn on the other games while they're going on. But give you some scores. Woodbury Central leads Akron Westfield 27-0. Grundy Center, the Fighting Kevins, the Spartans of Grundy Center, they lead Hudson 21-0. Logan Magnolia 14-8 over Tri-Center in a good one. Riverside leading early over Sydney 3-0. North Butler was shutting out BCLUW 14-0. Newell Fonda leads Garrigan 28-14. Algona trails Boyden Hull Rock Valley 28-7. North Union all over Lake Mills 22-12. We will be in Armstrong against North Union next week. Mason City up on Webster City 3-0. No score like a Hartley Melvin Sanborn score if we can get it, and a North Iowa score if we can get it. St. Ansgar leads Newman 14-13. That game's being played up in St. Ansgar. Belmont and South Hamilton, no update. GHV now leads New Hampton on their homecoming. Clear Lake leads 21-7 over Osage. Northwood up 14-8 over West Bend. Forest City shutting out Crestwood 6-0, and those are your scores, Kevin.
All right, well, I'm going to bring you up to date on some statistics statewide now, if you would. Matthew Francis, our West Hancock Eagle, has tied for 10th in touchdowns with 8. The leader is Gabe Capriva of North Tama. He has 12 touchdowns. He's the quarterback down there, and he can do it on the ground and through the air for the Red Hawks. Total yardage on offense. Matthew Francis has 17 in total yards. He has 448. The leader is Jackson DeWald of Westwood Sloan. He has 735. Interestingly enough, Jay, the HMS team that we're going to see here in a couple of weeks, they have two people in total yardage on offense. Connor Dodd is 6th with 611, and Cooper Ebel 7th with 575. So between the two of them, about 1,200 yards of offense.
HMS, after taking a beating against West Sioux in week 1, they've bounced back well here in weeks 2 and 3, and they're going to be a good team by the time we see them here in a couple weeks.
It'll be a good challenge for the Eagles. In passing yards, of local interest, Carter Morphew of North Union is 10th with 434. Rushing yards, Matthew Francis comes in 4th with 448. That's 7.2 a carry. The leader is, again, Jackson DeWald. He has 690 total yards. That's 7.9 a carry. Locals that we're interested in, Lauren Eisler of St. Ansgar is tied with Matthew at 4th. Cooper Ebel, again from HMS, is 7th, and Connor Dodd of HMS is 10th in rushing yards. The receiving leader in the Class A is Jake Gustafson of Wapello. He has 22 receptions for 387 yards and 4 touchdowns. Of local interest, North Union, Aiden Freeze. Is it Freeze or
Freeze? Yep. Good athlete.
17 receptions, 224 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's first in class in touchdowns.
And I didn't look on the other live stream with North Union if Freeze is playing quarterback tonight, because unfortunately for the Warriors, Morphew went down with an injury last week. Hopefully he was able to make it back this week and be at full strength, because that's a nice combo there between Morphew and Freeze.
And in interceptions, on the defensive side, Logan Lear of our West Hancock Eagles is tied for 4th with 15 others who all have 2 interceptions, and he's tied for 2nd in interceptions for touchdowns. So team leaders, I'll go through those quickly. In touchdowns, West Hancock is tied for 5th. We have 16 total. Added to that tonight, St. Ansgar is tied at 1st with 17, and North Butler is 12th with 14. In total offensive yards, it's Oakland Riverside as a team has 1,745 yards. St. Ansgar is 6th with 1,385. HMS is 5th, 1,450. North Union 13th with just over 1,200. West Hancock comes in 15th with just over 1,200. They've added to that a little bit tonight. So we'll to go through just a couple of more things here. Passing offense, Wapello leads the state with 873. North Union is 10th in total passing yards, 443. Rushing offense, guess who was first in rushing offense, Jay? And don't cheat.
I don't know.
That's Earlham. And a couple of years ago, Earlham was right near the top in rushing. They're up there again so far with 1,064 yards rushing. West Hancock comes in 3rd with 924. HMS, our opponent in a couple of weeks, they are 2nd, 956. North Butler and St. Ansgar are also in the top 10 with 860 and 817 respectively. So West Hancock is in 3rd in team interceptions with 5. Mason City Newman also has 5 interceptions as a team. Akron Westfield leads that with 6. So we will come back. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll wrap it up here and get ready for the second half. Once again, this is the McNeese Tire halftime show, and West Hancock's leading this one 36-0 over the Warhawks of West Fork.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Ben from the Hobnob in Britt, and we're cooking up all of our Eagle favorites like the Iowa Steak Sandwich, the Honey Barbecue Burger, Dirty Bird, or the Hot Mother Clucker. Try our famous duck wontons or corn dip. Come experience the Hobnob in downtown Britt. See our full menu and daily specials on Facebook or call 641-843-0508. Go Eagles!
Big Brad's Barbecue, award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, fairs, and festivals. Do you have a family get-together and want barbecue? Give us a call at 515-293-0791. Give us a call now for your occasion in the future. And go Eagles!
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are just a little bit away from the kickoff here. And I will just run through one last little factoid for you. There are 8 unbeaten teams in Class A remaining. Alta, North Butler, North Lynn, North Tama, Ogden, Riverside, West Hancock, and Woodbury Central are all unbeaten. And in Class A District 2, it's North Butler, St. Ansgar, and West Hancock are all unbeaten and heading for a showdown. Actually, not everybody can finish that way, so the last 3 weeks of the season are going to be interesting as those teams all interact with each other here very shortly. Set to kick off for the Warhawks is number 20, that's Sander Tompkins. And his kick is a low line driver taken by Walk at about the 20-yard line. He's up over the 25, 30, 35, and he's going to be brought down at the 40.
That was number 2 and number 8, Mclemore and Lau in on the tackle.
So the Eagles will start off decent field position at their own 40. 11:53 to go. They lead 36-0 here coming out of the halftime break. And looks like the Eagles were short a player there. Mr. Wood joins the huddle.
Always want to play with 11, Kevin.
That's true. And Lear's under center, walks wing to the right. They give it to Francis. Nope, excuse me, they give it to Zool. Zool's got room to run. Lots of green, lots of green. He's going 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 60 yards. Kane Zool.
Blocked up really well there. Little inside trap. Zool lines up at the left halfback position. Knight picks up a few nice blocks, and he knows what to do with it. Shows the speed and kicks off the second half with a 60-yard touchdown run. So Zool goes over 100 yards for the first time this season.
So Casey Lamoureux will come on to attempt the point after. Out of the hold of Logan Lear. Here's a snap, it's good, kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's West Hancock 43, West Fork Warhawks 0. With 10:57 to go, third period. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
All right, Casey Lamoureux set to kick off, and whoa, he booms this one, and he's going to drive him clear back up to about the 6-yard line where they come up over the 10, 15, 20, and he's going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line.
Pablo Kaya is in on the tackle.
And Juritz on the, I believe it was Juritz.
Oh, yeah, Juritz on the return, Kevin.
Yes. So
looks like we'll go with the first teamers here on the defensive side. So we got Smith, David Smith that is, Coogee, Marks, and Martinez on the D-line. Linebackers Barnes, Francis, Mitchell Smith at linebacker. And secondary is going to be Zool, Walk, Lear, and Red Iceman.
Not Chase.
Not Chase. Chase has been shooting me text all night long, and he just shot me one right now, Kevin. Man, that was good timing. 21-14, Newman leads St. Ansgar. Thank you, Chase, for that update.
Warhawks have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and they're going to give it to
quarterback.
Quarterback is going to keep it. It's Hupka. Looked like he was going to stick it in the belly of Mclemore, and then he pulls it out and keeps it for a short gain. 9:45 and counting here, third period. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Warhawks. Warhawks Warhawks looking to the sideline to get the play. Looks like they're going to have a single receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Juritz, Mclemore, and
an 8?
I believe so. That'd be Lau. Hubka and Chabamba in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Chabamba. And he's going to get nowhere as he's brought down right at the 20-yard line.
Good initial defensive line penetration again by the left side to kind of buckle that offensive line. Then Smith stays home, drops Chabambo for a loss on the play. Loss of about 3 is going to set up a 3rd and 12 from their own 21-yard line for the Warhawks.
With 8:50 to go here in the third period, running clock for the Eagles now as they lead 43-0 over the Warhawks. Trips to the left, single receiver right. Hubka and Chabamba in the backfield. Here's a snap. Hubka looks out to his left. Now he's under some pressure, and he throws it away, or throws it, and it's incomplete, intended for Lau. Lau just couldn't get quite back to it. David Smith was bringing the heat. Now to bring up a 4th down and 12 for the Warhawks with 8:15 to go in the third period.
Again, good pressure there by the defensive line as it was David Smith getting the final pressure on Hubka, forcing the errant pass. And Walk-and-Zool will sit back ready to field this punt and see if they can set up a nice return.
And barring any disaster, the Eagles should have good field position on this one.
Might see a timeout here, Kevin, because a lot of unorganization here by the Warhawks as we're going to have a timeout. Pritchard's timeout.
A Pritchard Auto timeout. Once again, Mark and his staff out of Pritchard's Auto. Pritchard Auto is sponsoring all timeouts here tonight. They will put you in the vehicle of your dreams, and if they don't have it, they'll help you find it. Thank you to our friends at Pritchard's for their support of the West Hancock Eagles. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Canala communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles. Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
All right, welcome back. Back to punt is Caden Hurley for the Warhawks. He's standing just inside his own 10. Here's the snap. Kick is off. It's a line driver, and it's going to fizzle out at the 45-yard line of the Warhawks, and it'll be down there, and West Hancock will take over. 7.5 minutes to go in the third when the Eagles will exchange.
Stay tuned for the First State Bank play or plays of the game.
Plays of the game.
We'll get to that here maybe next possession or so. We've got some new Eagles coming in the game here on offense. Looks like the line is going to be somewhat similar. As I see Means, Martinez on the right side. Left is same, Wood and Kuji.
He's been in the quarterback, and the ball's out, and it's picked up by
Pablo
Calles, and he gets back most of the loss. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. That ball just kind of squirted out of there.
Yeah. So it's going to be Eisman under center, Calles and Johnson in the backfield with Gomez back there, I'm assuming. Yep, and then the ends are
Calles and Larson.
Peterson.
Whoop, Peterson, okay. And this
Pablo.
is going to be Pablo.
See ya.
And Pablo is going to say, hello, end zone.
6 for 6 from
45 yards out.
45 yards.
46.
46, 6 for 6 from 46. Pablo Calles.
Pablo takes it to the house.
Quick like a hiccup.
So 6:21 to go here in the third period. West Hancock's back on the board. Is Pablo Cruz Calles.
He was cruising on that touchdown run.
Casey Lamrell on to attempt the point after. Here's a snap. Kick is up and
wide left.
No good. So it'll be West Hancock 49, the West Fork Warhawks 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt. Get thousands of handy items like Traeger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials, as well as Valspar, medallion, and pristine interior-exterior paint. Good luck, Eagles, from Swenson's Do It Best Hardware, downtown Britt, serving Britt and the surrounding area for over 40 years.
At COM1, we bring you local, superior service and products. From fiber-powered digital HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone. Choose COM1, your local one, serving Kanawha, Corwith, Clemmy, Britt, Duncan, and Garnet. Friendly service from people you know. Visit com1net.net today.
Pablo. All right, welcome back. And as we come back, Juritz takes the kick about his 15-yard line, dances his way up over the 20, and is brought down just shy of the 25, it looks like. And Pablo Calles again on the tackle. He's having himself quite a game. And I want to remind you, everybody, about our First State Bank play of the game. We're going to see First State Bank for all your banking needs, loans, checking, savings, retirement. They do it all for you. That's First State Bank on downtown Britt, and we'll get to our First State Bank play of the game. I think we've got a consensus up here as the Warhawks come out now. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Chibambo and Juritz and Hubka, and I believe it's Hubka, and he's going to be driven backwards. Met at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Francis and Connor in on the stop as they sandwich Hubka right at the line of scrimmage. And what's our play of the game, Kevin, for State Bank?
Yeah,
play of the game.
We were going a different direction, and then Pablo says not so fast. And we're going to go with Pablo's 46-yard touchdown run. That's Pablo Calles in a relief role for the Eagles. Takes it to the house. So congratulations, Pablo, and on your nice First State Bank play of the game for West Hancock Eagles. Two receivers left now for the Warhawks. And they're going to give it to Jurich straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage again. 4:42 to go in the period. West Hancock stingy defense as the Warhawks unable to find any room to run. And now to bring up third down and long again for the Warhawks.
Eagle defense still with the first team in there in that defensive line rotation. This series we're going with David Smith, Coogee, Connor, and is that John Martinez over there?
I believe it is.
Seeing a lot of 4-3 tonight rather than the 4-4, so we move Zool out to the cornerback position and move Eisman back to a safety position with Lear.
And Hupka's back. Yep.
Gonna have some movement.
Yeah, we got flags before the play. The officials are going to stop it. Hupka was going to pass. He was rolling out to his right, as he likes to do.
Let's see if we get another Britt Food Center sack here, Kevin, as we got 3 winners we drew.
2 winners. Oh, yes. Okay, 1 to go.
We're waiting. We got another name written down as Becky Coogee was the first winner. And I can't read your handwriting.
Lori
Hadachik was the second winner.
That was even legible. You want to borrow my glasses?
No, I was just, it was a bad angle.
Oh, okay. So
we should just call this the Eisman area scoreboard. Is now Josh Eisman texting me. Newman just fumbled and St. Ansgar has a 1st and 10 on the Newman 45. So still 21-14 Newman.
2 by 2, and here comes some pressure. Hupka gets it away, but almost intercepted by Mitchell Smith.
Mitchell was going for the trifecta on defense as he had a sack and an interception, or excuse me, a sack and a fumble recovery, trying to finish it off with an interception there. But good job by Mitchell to get deep in his drop there from the linebacker position, going to force a punt.
Looking at his hands, and if you remember the movie Little Giants, hands don't let me down now. And
look at your hands. Maybe try catching it with your feet.
Here's the snap. It's a little bit high, but he gets the punt off, and it's a nice spiraling tight taken by Zool just about the 47-yard line, and he's buried right away. Actually, excuse me, that was Walk.
Walk comes up.
They were standing right next to each other. I couldn't tell which one of them actually grabbed it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, just in their own territory at the 48-yard line, 49-yard line.
Gonna have all kinds of new players here. As now Smith looks like he's gonna stay in on the offensive line with Connor. We got 72. That is Malachi. Is that Malachi 72?
Yep.
Malachi Reddick will be in on the offensive line. I believe he's going to be right guard. Or is he going to be the center? I think he's a right guard.
I believe.
We'll see who the center is with this group, if it still means.
So we got Ty Peterson in there.
Tui in at center.
Okay. So Eisman's under center for the Eagles. He turns, gives it off to Jackson Johnson. Jackson off the left side, looking for room to run. It's going to be brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage, gain of about a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. There's a $1:57 to go here in the 3rd period. Again, the West Hancock leads 49-0.
Is Madsen wearing 21 tonight? Okay.
Let's see. We've got to get up to. We have to get that where we can actually see it now because we got so many numbers going. Weston Smith in the game for West Hancock. Eisman's under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give it
Gomez
to Gomez straight ahead. It's going to be a short gain. Again, it'll bring up 3rd down. He gains about a yard. That'll bring 3rd and 8.
Who's on the left side of our offensive line right now? Can you guys help us out here? I can't get those numbers. Want to make sure we get everybody that's in the game some recognition here.
Well, we got Connor and Tui in there. I can see that.
Connor, Tui, and Malachi, and David Smith, I believe, is the left guard. I couldn't get that left tackle as Madsen runs in the play. Left tackle. Oh, Kuji is still in at the.
Okay. And now Madsen's off to the left end, and it's going to be Eisman on the keeper. And he's going to wind his way forward for about 3-4 yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. It'll be right at the 45-yard line of the Warhawks. And the Eagles, I believe, are going to send the punt team in.
Second punt attempt of the game coming up here for Ryland Barnes. And you wonder if Coach Sanger will let this clock expire here in the 3rd quarter.
13 ticks to go in the 3rd quarter before we get to the 4th.
Yeah, Coach Sanger just pointed to the clock and not going to snap it.
So at the end of 3, it is West Hancock 49 and the West Fork Warhawks 0. You're listening to West Hancock football on the home of the wave voice of West Hancock Eagles, B103.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox's new mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Start of the 4th quarter, West Hancock leads 49-0 over the Warhawks of West Fork. And the Eagles are facing a 4th down and about 6. And their punt team is on the field, or will be shortly.
Newman still leads St. Ansgar 21-14, and Newman has the ball at about the 34, their own 34-yard line. I believe that's in the 3rd quarter. Last report, GHV was leading New Hampton 7-6. Clear Lake, Osage coming back a little bit. They now trail by just a touchdown and an extra point. 21-14, Clear Lake leads that one. And again, stay tuned for the post-game show. You'll get all the scores and highlights after us. The scoreboard show comes on at, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, yep. That's over on KIW.
And another score update that we have, Webster City leads Mason City 15-3 in that one, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jay. as Mr. Barnes has a low snap, but he gets it, and he gets it punt away, and it's going to go down the
Wow, what a
sideline.
bounce.
And nice. It's going to be down inside the 10.
I want to say the 9. They gave us a good spot, and they're going to call it the 7. Vance and I both think it was the 9-yard line, but we'll see where they spot it. I'll call it 8. Just
Well, there you
split the
go.
difference.
Close enough.
Barnes is a tough hop there, able to field it cleanly and get a punt off, and then a fortunate roll for the right-footed junior kicker.
And for the Eagles on defense now, up front is Connor.
Wood.
See if they quit moving, that'd be a lot
Gomez.
easier. Smith.
And linebackers Johnson, Larson, and Mitchell Smith. Kevin, you can get the secondary here in a second.
Okay. As they come out 2 by 2, Chabamba in the backfield with Hubka. Hubka looks out to his left after this good snap here. This one's complete and brought down right away. Kaya's in on the tackle, and he's complete out to about the 12.
Going to move the chains.
That'll
Gain
be
of 10 to Juritz.
Actually, it's not the 12, it's the 17. So in the secondary now for the Eagles is Eisman, Kayes, Peterson, and Kayes on the other side also.
Kayas and Kayas on the right side. Hugo playing a safety spot. Red Iceman playing the other safety spot.
Pablo over at the corner, looks like. They haven't quite got themselves up to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like we're going to have twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Now they're moving, and they're going to get two to the right, 1 to the left. And well, there's still some confusion.
Another update here for you, Kevin.
You bet.
Number 71 is now Zach Bukema. So Zach Bukema in at the left tackle position.
Hupka keeps it. Now he jump passes it, and it's incomplete. He looked like he was going to pull it down and run
Air
it.
Hubka.
And then he jumped up over the line of scrimmage, fired it out there to Trevor Juritz, but Juritz couldn't quite make the reception as the ball was fired low and at his feet.
Couple new Eagles will come in now as Kale Zool and Reddig in at the right defensive tackle and right defensive end spot. Newell Fonda now leads Garrigan 34-14.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right for the Warhawks. Hubka pulls it down, runs straight ahead. He's going to get back a little bit of it. Or actually, he's going to get over the line of scrimmage and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. 9:30 to go in the game. Against a tune for the Britt Barn-Gill post-game show. And then over at 10 o'clock, switch over to KIOW and check out the Radio Iowa scoreboard show. They'll get you up to date on all the scores across the state, all classes. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Chabamba and Hubka in the backfield. Hubka looks left. Now he's looking at his right. He's under some pressure, and he gets out of it.
Give me a Britt Food Center sack.
And
come on.
And he is just chugging his
Fighting
way.
his way as he should have been sacked for a loss of about 5, but give credit to the quarterback Hubka as he turns a sack into a gain of about 8 yards.
He can bring up 4th and short. 4th and about 3.
I thought we were going to see our
2.
3rd winner there, Kevin.
The box keeps moving. It's 4th down and 1 with 8.5 minutes to go. And it looks like they're going to go for it.
Stay on the field. And I believe Hubka might keep the ball again.
He does. And I don't think he's going to get the 1st down, though. It's going to be close.
Going to be close. We'll see. I think we might see a measurement as Connor in on the tackle along with Nathan Toohey, a 5'11", 150-pound junior.
Yeah, we're at a bad angle here. I can't really.
Yeah.
I
I believe he's short.
I do
but
too.
I think they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and maybe measure it.
Looks like we're going to have just that. My guess is you're right. I think they're going to be short.
So let's run through our winners tonight. Trivia question winner, the Hobnob.
Olivia DeVord, yep.
And the Britt Food Center sack winners so
Becky,
far.
Becky Kuji and Lori Hadachik.
And our First State Bank play of the game was
Pablo Calles going 46 yards, running like the wind to the south end zone to put the Eagles up 49-0. And they're going to be well short by a good yard. Then the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. 7:49 to play. Eagles will have a short field. They take over on their Warhawk 27-yard line.
first down West Hancock.
So the second string, or the reserve offense, will come up to the line of scrimmage, and Isaac Madsen runs the play in. Whistle will wind the clock, and we're underway.
Kellen Smith into the game now, number 43, sophomore for West Hancock.
Heisman under center. Here's a give. It's to Gomez. Gomez plowing his way forward. And he's going to go to about the 14-yard line.
Gain of 13 there for Irvin Gomez.
That'll be a first down for West Hancock.
Second carry of the game there for Irvin. Schmid brings in the play for West Hancock.
Heisman under center. Turns, gives it to Jackson Johnson. Jackson's got some room
Johnny.
to run. He takes it down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Tackled by Hurley of the Warhawks. Actually, they're going to mark him down about the 7. Stat correction time for Jay.
Yep. Jackson, Johnny, J.J. Johnson. No one ever calls him Jackson or Jax. I like Johnny.
Johnny.
That's what I go with.
Johnny Eagle.
He is the true Johnny Eagle on the team.
There you go. As Eisman turns and gives it to Kellen Smith. Kellen's got some room to run off the right side, and he's taking it in for the touchdown. Kellen Smith from 7 yards out.
First varsity touchdown, I believe, for number 43, Kellen Smith. A 5'8", 130-pound sophomore. Good speed, good quickness. Kellen Smith with his first Eagle touchdown of his varsity career.
At 6:06 to go in the fourth quarter versus the West Fork Warhawks. Write that down, Jay. That'll be a trivia question.
That's Dan's job.
Casey Lamoureux on to attempt the point after. Out of the hold of Logan Lear. Here's a snap. Hold is good. Kick is not. Kick is not good. And West Hancock will lead this one 55-0 over the Warhawks of West Fork. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Dave Rossley, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Alliant Energy, Britt Draft Horse Association, Dental Center of North Iowa, Earl Hill Law Office, Gary Gellner, and The Hobnob. We appreciate your support. See our Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
All right, remember to tune in after the game for the Britt Bar and Grill post-game scoreboard show, and also we'll have our Jay Hiscock State Farm Agency Player of the Game. Lots of choices tonight for that for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's been difficult. I've been thinking about it, and Kevin, I have an in-game trivia question for you.
All right, lay it on me.
How many Eagles have carried the ball tonight? How many different Eagles?
8.
You were close, 9. So far as Smith was the 9th ball carrier of the night.
Can't be good at everything I do. Case
Your
Lamoureux.
wife would say otherwise.
Here's the run up. And taking at the 15-yard line. I believe it's Guritz. And
Hugo going to run him out of bounds.
At the 33, 34-yard line. And the Warhawks will start 1st and 10 from that position with 5:53 to go in the game. They trail 55-0 to West Hancock.
Got a score update for you. Our homecoming opponent, Hartley Melvin Sanborn, they lead 46-0 over MMCRU. And Newman, it sounds like, just scored again. We'll flip over to that game here on the computer.
So, a few more fresh faces in the game for the Eagles. Cale Zool is in the defensive line now at a tackle position.
Newman Catholic now leads St. Ansgar 29-14 in the fourth quarter.
So 2x2 are the Warhawks. Here's the snap, it's low. New quarterback in the game. We'll try to catch that as the pass is complete. And he's wrestled out of bounds, and it was complete to Reed Stonebreaker. And in a quarterback, not quarterback, but quarterback is Sage Sunken. I believe that's the number I saw.
Yep, number 6.
Okay, yeah, I was
right.
Thought that was the case. I looked up.
No, there's a number 1 out there.
Yeah, that confused me. So, number 1 is Braden Blair. He's a freshman.
Looks like Blair's going to line up at the halfback position next to Sunken. And you said it was Stonebreaker on the catch?
Yes, it was. Here's the snap. Low once again. Looking out to the left and firing out there. Complete to Juritz. And Juritz, trying to get away from a tackler, runs backwards. Ill-advised as Boothroyd comes up and drops him.
Well, considering the quarterbacks were 5 of 35 coming into the game tonight, Sunken hadn't thrown a pass yet, and he's 2 for 2. That's 100%, Kevin.
That is 100%.
Once again, Eagles lead 55-0. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the game. West Hancock will travel to the upstart Warriors of North Union next week.
Warhawks are 2x2, back to pass again. And here, in and out of the hands. Should have been a sack, and now into the secondary, spinning out of tackles, is the freshman. And he's into West Hancock territory for a first down. That's Sage Sunken, he's a sophomore, 5'10", 150. Got him listed as a wide receiver. He's in there at quarterback. And he takes it forward into West Hancock territory.
Gain of 16 there on the quarterback scramble. Nice moves there by Sunken. It's fight or flight, Vance. He was flying.
First and 10 for the Warhawks. 2x2 are the Warhawks. Back to pass. Fires it out there. Nice pass in and out of the hands intended for number 8. That's Dakota Lau. Sunken's pass. He fired a rocket out there that time.
It's one of the, I was gonna say, one of the positives you can say from this game is this drive. Sunken, what do you say, he's a sophomore?
Sophomore, yeah.
Quarterback, and just has he kind of has just a good demeanor, confident demeanor there at the quarterback position. Again, you're playing against the non-starters, but something positive you can take out of the game from the Warhawks. 29-14, Newman now leads St. Ansgar.
Second and 10, back to pass. Sunken, now he's being flushed out of the pocket. He's looking for a man, fires it. He's got it, in and out of the hands, intended for number 7. That's Cason Guerrero. He's a junior, and that one just a little bit behind him. Had his hands on it, but couldn't haul it in. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, both incompletions thrown by Sunken were good balls, just receivers dropped nice passes. And that time by Sunken, you don't see a lot of quarterbacks that are this young that are keeping their eyes upfield. He was scrambling, not tucking the ball down and getting upfield. He was looking to make a big play through the air. That time he
gets out of a sack, and now he's got lots of room to run. And he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. He'll have another first down with 1.5 minutes to go in this one. And Sunken.
Jackson Johnson on the tackle, but Sunken again avoids the sack.
He is shifty.
And picks up another first down, a gain of 14 for Sunken. So he puts back-to-back scrambles together that are going to net him 30 yards of offense.
2x2 again. Sunken looks left, now he looks right, fires. And incomplete, in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver. And I believe that once again is Cason Guerrero and Isaac Madsen over there to put a kibosh to that. So 54 ticks to go now for the Warhawks and the Eagles. Eagles lead 55-0. 2x2. Sunken flanked on the right. He drops the ball. Now he picks it up, fires out. He has a man. It's Juritz. And Juritz.
He's going to be in.
No.
Touchdown.
Okay, the sideline official was saying he was out of bounds. I don't know. They're going to talk it over here.
Sunk into Juritz from 30 yards out. That time bobbled the snap, kept his eyes upfield, found Juritz wide open on the far sideline. And are they going to call it first and goal or a touchdown? I believe they called a touchdown. Yeah, they called it touchdown, West Fork.
Okay, so
Sunken, or Juritz, I believe, was able to stretch over that far pylon. Must have.
So 2x2. Looking, incomplete. Intended for number 8, that's Dakota Lau. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So it's West Hancock 55, West Fork 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Summer is filled with celebrations and recreational activities surrounded by alcohol and other illegal substances. Ensure the health and safety of your children by having conversations with your kids about substance use. Youth are more inclined to talk and share with parents if they feel empowered to have an opinion. Empower your children to talk to you about their lives, experiences, questions, and concerns. Paid for by Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention and the Federal Drug-Free Community Support Grant.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota, 56001. 356-2948 QFU 5/21.
All right, 21 ticks left to go in this one, and West Hancock leads now 55-6 over the Warhawks of West Fork. Whoa. Throwing things around up here. Here's the kick, and it's an end over end, going to be taken by Kellen Smith at about the 17-yard line. He's up over the 30s, and he's going to be brought down about the 34-yard line with 25 ticks to go. And imagine we're going to just see the Eagles take a knee here.
Victory formation, Kevin.
Get out of this one.
Again, we'll get you some scores, and thanks to Vance to my left helping me with scores, and Chase Eisman and Josh Eisman out in the field shooting me text.
Vance is going to go home and climb up on that water tower and put a light on it tonight.
My favorite moment of the night was when someone asked Vance, hey, is there a light on top of the water tower? Nope, doesn't look like it.
So your final here from West Hancock, or from West Hancock High School in Sanger Field, is West Hancock 55 and the West Fork Warhawks 6. We'll take a quick break here. We'll come back with the Britt Bar and Grill post-game show and the State Farm Player of the Game. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt supports your West Hancock Eagles. They are your local Napa Auto Parts store serving Britt and surrounding communities since 1951. For parts or car service, call Dan or Pat at Trolson Auto Parts, 641-843-3865. Go Eagles.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alex Van Grippen, the newest associate at Garner Dental Group. I'm excited to be back in my hometown providing care for the community I grew up in, as well as meeting new patients every day. I'm pleased to join fellow doctors Dr. Amy, Dr. Matt, Dr. Bree, and Dr. Roy in providing great routine dental care, along with offering a wide variety of operative treatments, including restoration, oral surgery, root canals, crowns, and prosthetics. I look forward to my career here at Garner Dental Group and caring for you in the years to come.
Garner Dental Group on State Street in Garner. Visit GarnerDental.com.
Buckleman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Buckleman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. The best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back to the Britt Bar and Grill post-game scoreboard show. Eric Stacy and the entire grill, well, the other grill is in there too. The entire crew up at the Britt Bar and Grill welcome you to come on up after the game and have a refresher. You don't want to miss the action tonight, every night, up at the Britt Bar and Grill. And Jay and I frequent there once in a while for lunch. We rotate around as much as we can. We're blessed to have a bevy of wonderful eating establishments in Britt, and Jay and I, each week we get together and have our pregame meeting and meal, if you will, and we try to do our best to rotate around. And you want to head up on Thursdays, I can tell you the special, because Thursdays are the day we usually meet, and it's usually beef and noodles.
Beef and noodles for you, and I go at the 5-Star Club with some hash browns and hot sauce.
And we get close to Hobo Day, then I get the bindle out, and we do that for lunch. So once again, that's at the Britt Bar and Grill up on Main Street of Britt, across from the Dollar General store. We want you to make sure you frequent our patronage, or provide your patronage to all of our sponsors as much as you can, and thank them for bringing us Eagle football every week. Second half scoring that we had here, it was 36-0 in favor of the Eagles at halftime. In the second half, Eagles started off quick. First play from scrimmage, actually. It was 11:45 to go. It was a 60-yard run by Kane Zool. Casey Lamoureux on to kick the extra point. It was 43-0 at that point. Then in the just a few minutes later, it was 6:21 on the clock. It was our First State Bank play of the game. It was a 46-yard run by Pablo Calles. He took it in to the south end zone. The kick was no good. It was 49-0 in favor of the Eagles. And then in the fourth period with 6:06, rounding out the Eagles scoring was Kellen Smith on a 7-yard end around on the right side. That kick was also no good, and it brought us to 55-0 in favor of the Eagles. And then with 31 ticks left on the clock, West Fork gets on the board on a 30-yard sunken to Juritz touchdown pass. The two-point conversion was no good, and that brings us to our final score of 55-6. Once again, we had 2 sacks tonight for the Eagles. Winners of the Britt Food Center sack contest were Becky Kuji and Lori Hadachik. The Hobnob trivia question tonight: how many times have the Eagles won by the score of 54-0 like they did last week? The answer was 8, and the winner was Olivia DeWard. And so once again, congratulations to all of you, and thanks for participating in those contests.
And Olivia was home, her brother's home from college, recent graduate. Luke, he was home from Wartburg this weekend. They were watching on the live stream. We appreciate those watching on the live stream.
So, Jay.
Yes, Kevin.
Final statistics for this one.
Final statistics.
He's had his shoes off here of half the night trying to keep track of this.
9 different Eagles carried the ball for West Hancock. Rylan Barnes had a touchdown on a couple carries. Francis, very workmanlike, 11 carries all in the first half, 77 yards to go with a pair of touchdowns. That puts him up to 10 on the year, I believe. Kane Zool broke the century mark, 113 yards thanks to a 60-yard touchdown run. He did that on 6 carries. Braden Walk had a touchdown run, 4 carries for 36 yards. Irvin Gomez had 2 carries for 14 yards. Pablo Calles had the First State Bank play of the game, 1 carry, 46 yards. That was a touchdown. Jackson Johnson carried the ball twice for 7 yards. Red Iceman carried the ball once for a couple yards. And congratulations, Kellen Smith, 1 carry, 7 yards. That was a touchdown, his first career West Hancock varsity touchdown. And I got to believe sophomore Kellen Smith will put a few more on the board in the Dan Kroll Sanger era record book, as he's a good-looking athlete, and he's one to be excited about really quick. Logan Lear was really efficient in the first half, 4 of 5 through the air, 87 yards, including a 37-yard touchdown pass to Mitchell Smith. Other receivers catching balls tonight, Rylan Barnes had a catch for 28 yards that set up a touchdown, and Braden Walk had 2 catches for 22 yards. Barnes did have an interception tonight on the opening defensive possession by the Eagles. Mitchell Smith had a fumble recovery and sack and a half, and Brighton Coogee had a fumble recovery, and that other half sack that was split with Mitchell Smith was split with his twin brother, David Smith.
And, you know, I'm just going to give away a little secret here, because that was up to that point before Pablo ripped one up. That was my play of the game, was going to be the Smith brothers meeting at the quarterback.
That was kind of cool to see. So maybe we'll talk about a Smith here in a few moments, Kevin.
All right.
You want me to give a couple scores before we
let's
go to that?
You bet.
North Butler leads in shutting out BCLUW 35-0. Newell Fonda leads Garrigan 34-14. Boyd and Hull Rock Valley opening it up on the Bulldogs of Algona 44-14. North Union, who we'll see next week, they're a scrappy team, Kevin. They had St. Ansgar down to the wire last week. They lead Lake Mills 38-12 on Lake Mills homecoming. Webster City up 15-3 over Mason City. Hartley, Melvin Sanborn, who we'll see on homecoming in a couple weeks, shutting out MMCRU 46-0. GTRA 6, North Iowa 0. Newman looks like they're going to come away with the victory. They were leading 37-14 at last report. Forest City trails to Crestwood 14-6. No score update between Belmont and South Hamilton. GHV leads 14-6 over New Hampton. Clear Lake was still leading at last report by a touchdown over Osage 21-14. Northwood 14, West Bend 8. Woodbury Central 27-0 over Akron Westfield. Grundy Center was leading Hudson 28-0. Logan Magnolia was leading Tri-Center in a battle between two good teams 14-8, and the only score report we had was early in that Riverside game, but they were leading by a field goal.
All right. Well, thank you, Jay, for that. We'll take a quick break here. We come back, we'll have our State Farm Player of the Game. This is West Hancock Football on B103.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose in-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
So what's the next big thing in farming? Iowa farmers will tell you it's working with the channel seedsmen to select products placed to perform in their fields. Iowa farmers trust their channel seedsmen to be there every step of the way through the growing season. It's that added benefit of knowing what will work best in your field for better yield potential. What's the next big thing in farming? It's working with a channel seedsman. Your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. The best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back to the Britt Bar and Grill postgame scoreboard show. Eric and Stacy and the crew generously sponsor every week our Britt Bar and Grill postgame scoreboard show. You're going to check them out after the game. Head up there. You have to get refreshed before you go home and listen to the Radio Iowa scoreboard show on KIOW. So what's time now for the Jay Hiscock State Farm Player of the Game. Jay Hiscock State Farm Agency is your go-to for all things insurance. If you want to see Jay or Lindsay for a comprehensive review of your insurance needs, I'm guessing you can save a buck or two, and the customer service is second to none. Give them a call at 641-843-3563. Once again, that's 641-843-3563. Jay and or Lindsay will get you fixed up. You still going to do those discount double checks?
Yeah, we can do discount double checks all the time.
All right.
Come on in. We'll take care of you. And thank you, Kevin. Tonight's State Farm Player of the Game, we're going to give it to a sophomore. Mitchell Smith had an outstanding game. He had his fingerprints or handprints all over this game. He had a fumble recovery. He had a sack and a half, one of them with his brother David. And he had a touchdown reception, a 37-yard touchdown reception from Logan Lear in the first half. So we're going to give the Jay Hiscock State Farm Player of the Game to sophomore Mitchell Smith. So congratulations to Mitchell.
I mentioned those two brothers are going to have a little discussion when they get home about that sack, too.
Yeah, they might fight over that one.
So congratulations, Mitchell Smith, our State Farm Player of the Game tonight. So next week we travel up to North Union, take on the Warriors. You can catch all the action right here with Jay, Mel, and I, and Jenna on the camera. We'll bring you all the action from Warrior Field and hopefully an Eagle victory to boot. So for Mel back in the studio, for Jay Hiscox, I am Kevin Wilson. Be sure to drive safely going home and tune in next week right here on KHAM 103.1, the home of the West Hancock Eagles. This is West Hancock Football.